here's the thing as well. In that Conte system, I think Tottenham have the players for it. We need a kick up the arse. We absolutely do. Some players need to fuck off. Absolutely. But Jay, I'm picturing the three at the back, and I'm picturing Romero, who played three at the back for at Atalanta, with like maybe a Sanchez and a Dyer, with Conte's coaching, Emerson and Reguilon running in those wings. I can see that, bringing Son up front to play the Martinez role and Kane to play the Lukaku role. I can see it. I'm not saying it will work like that. In Ndombele to come in there, I can see these players, if they sort their shit out because they're being paid enough to, working, and a plan formulating there. That excites me.
Oh, depresses me.
I haven't been excited for Tottenham for a while. We tried to do players. That's going to be the thing. We're going to do players, but really getting down to it, we couldn't. This was before he got sacked as well. We couldn't move away from Nuno.
Well, can I just say real quick, Josh? Live coming into the notifications right now, when we're talking about Nuno, of course, has been sacked by Tottenham. Josh has already made a quick video explaining that, and we're going to go into that a little bit more just now. But notification just popped through. Conte is flying to London right now.
Where's that notification from, Jay?
Sky Sports.
Well, we're going to talk about that in a bit.
Scary. But yeah.
Scary stuff. But yeah, I've never seen such a bad reaction at Tottenham. We are quite a forgiving fan base, I feel, especially at the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah.
You can get frustrated, obviously. Sorry.
Well, no, I completely... You're like, out of most fan groups, especially in the bigger clubs, your lot are probably the most forgiving.
I do think that, and sometimes maybe that's to our detriment. But yeah, I've never seen when he took. There's the moment of taking Moura off for Bergwijn and boos ringing around the stadium, and I felt so sorry for Bergwijn because not a single one of those boos was for Bergwijn.
Yeah.
I know he hasn't done brilliantly for us, but we like him at Tottenham. We do. The thing was, Moura was running about. He had energy. He had pace. He has an eye for a goal, and Lo Celso, genuinely, Jay, was abysmal. Like, you can just see it. Like, he had a terrible, terrible game. So when Bergwijn's number came up, you were like, all right, because we're going to play Moura at cam, like Mourinho did a few times. It was really quite successful. Oh, no, Moura's coming off. And Lo Celso lasted about 70 minutes. He made the decision to drop Reguilon for Ben Davies. And Ben Davies got caught in the, fucking at the offside trap constantly.
Yeah. He
was just defensively weak. He's not good enough anymore, and he hasn't been for quite some time. Lo Celso for Ndombele was awful, and he just, everything he could have got wrong in that game and throughout the season, he got wrong. And there was a chance to go out a wounded United, but we were toothless and uncreative and terrible. So
it was so uninspiring.
No getting away from Nuno having the worst performance of the weekend, and it cost him his job, as well as the other 3-0 loss to Chelsea, 3-1 loss to Arsenal, 3-0 loss to Palace, 1-0 loss to Vitesse.
We said as well,
those also played a part. But
we said this was the El Sacchio. Everyone said that. We were like, loser loses his job. That was the title of our video, and I didn't believe it. I thought, United will not sack Oli for some reason, and to be honest, I thought Tottenham won't sack Nuno. It was just clickbait, but it absolutely wasn't. And you know what? As much as I don't like Tottenham, that's probably one of your smartest moves.
Yeah, I mean, we hired him in the first place after an absolute farce, so maybe not, but
to pull the trigger now, you said it yourself, mate. Yeah. Like, it needed to happen. It really needed to happen. You could have gone. You're only 10 games in, and it looks this rubbish, and you don't see where it can get better. Like with Arsenal, they looked at Arteta, and it was terrible, but they've kind of thought this could get better.
You can see a plan.
Yeah.
You can see a system. You can see slow progress, and that's all you can ask for, really.
Exactly.
As a fan. Anyway, that is our new segment. We're going to try and do that every week. Let us know who you think was good and bad and average and terrible and awesome, and we'll keep doing it and engage with us about that. That would be great. But moving on from that, but not moving on because we're still talking about Nuno. Jay, I'm going to say something now.
Do it.
Tottenham beat Man United over the weekend.
Right. Why?
Right. Because, Jay, if this is a big if your news is correct, and if we've sacked Nuno and we have beaten Manchester United to the punch with Antonio Conte, United fans should have been crying out to just score own goals in that game, because this could be huge. It might not happen. I don't want to get too excited. Tottenham will probably go, we'll offer you a transfer budget of 4 million. And Conte will go, no. But if it does happen, Jay, this could be such a turning point in the history of Tottenham. If Antonio Conte comes in, this is a man that has toppled Juventus. You know more than anyone the implications of Conte coming into a club.
I wish you could see me right now. I look distraught. I love that man so much. That guy, he is phenomenal. And you know what? I was listening to a podcast recently, talking about the negatives of Conte, and of course he brings negatives. And he said Chelsea fans don't like him, do they? Fuck off. He is incredible. What he did, what he brought in to do, and the way he was in that first season, and a little bit in the second season, a bit depleted. The energy that he brings on the touchline, the way he celebrates, the way he talks in press conferences.
Mate, Victor Moses was right winger when you win the league.
Exactly, he is.
That's all you need to say.
He is phenomenal, and I don't want Spurs having that much quality in the head coach role, and especially if Levy, which it probably won't happen, but if he pulls his finger out and goes, "Here's your fucking money," I think anyone can win the league with Conte. Really do. He's got that.
I think he's the kind of man. Here's the thing, as well, in that Conte system, I think Tottenham have the players for it. We need to kick up the arse. We absolutely do. Some players need to fuck off, absolutely. But Jay, I'm picturing the three at the back, and I'm picturing Romero, who played three at the back for at Atalanta, with maybe a Sanchez and a Dyer, with Conte's coaching, Emerson and Reguilon running those wings. I can see that. I can see Højbjerg and Skip in that middle two, with a front three of, I'm thinking of Lucas, and then bringing Son up front to play the Martinez role and Kane to play the Lukaku role. I can see it. I'm not saying it will work like that. In Ndombele to come in there, I can see these players, if they sort their shit out because they're being paid enough to, working, and a plan formulating there. That excites me.
Depresses me.
I haven't been excited for Tottenham for a while.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If I take my Chelsea head off for a moment, this is exactly this could be. You'll only get 2-3 years out of him, but this could be a very successful, fun, and a really pivotal moment for Tottenham. The only thing is, you need to be smart. I will say you need to be smart. We weren't smart. The way Conte went and the way Sarri came in and what happened after that was just shite. So you need to be smart with that, because the way we treated Conte in his second season, and then the way we sacked him, even though it was pre-season, he still turned up for pre-season because he was still in a job, even though he knew he was going to get sacked. You need to not do that. And I know.
No, yeah, exactly. I think, again, when I talk about Tottenham being more forgiving as well, I do think if he comes in and does do what he can do, the Chelsea fans obviously do love him, but you're a great Chelsea fan. I've said this many times, but a lot of your fan base are very difficult and very expectant. Whereas if he even just does well, that whole Newcastle thing that they all think they have, where they're like, oh, Rafa is the god and he knows it. Tottenham can give you that.
Yeah.
I feel Levy can't, which is the fucking issue. But
yeah.
I think if he even just comes in and does good, not brilliantly good, Tottenham fans will be like, oh my god, because I think we know how much of a big deal that is. But yeah, it's a difficult one because we're talking about it as if it's happened. It hasn't happened. I think Ryan Mason will probably be in charge against Vitesse.
Wait, you actually bringing him back?
He just does the under-23.
Oh, sorry, did he drop back down to... Oh, sorry, okay.
Yeah, he was perfectly happy. We gave him the job and we said, look, we need someone to steady the ship, and not be Jose? And he went, yeah, cool. And then we didn't sack him. How harsh would that be?
Yeah.
Fuck off now.
And you're not taking the under
No,
23s, you little shit.
He just took his old job back, and that was always the plan.
Yeah.
And I quite like that. So he's just there again. And
Scary times, man. Scary times.
But, if it happens, it happens. And I know I was being flippant with the United comment, but I do.
Oh, my God.
There is an element of truth to that.
Think about it now, Josh. Think about it now. Conte comes in. Roma, Tottenham, Conference League final. Conte beat Mourinho.
Well, the one little shining light here is Mourinho is even quicker. They started off well. Tammy Abraham was scoring goals. They've even more quickly started to go in the decline. Have you seen?
Mate,
Roma?
he goes sour rapid, doesn't he?
Lost yesterday. Blame the officials. He's been sent off already. He lost 6-0 to that team with a dash in their name, and did the Tottenham thing where he said, "This is why I will never play fringe players again." And you're like, "No, Mourinho, you have to coach them." And he's like, "No, they're shit."
He's honestly,
so that decline's already happening, and which gives us a really good chance to do things in the Conference League.